Hi, my name is Kenyana Burke, and this is my discussion post for Chapter 9. As a teacher, I believe it's super important to help students develop critical thinking skills, especially when it comes to online research. In today's digital world, it is easy to get caught up in the internet and not always think critically about what we read. So I started noticing that some of my students were relying a lot on the internet sources without really checking to see if they were reliable. That's when I realized that I needed to step in and provide some targeted instructions to help them develop those critical thinking skills. Let's start by teaching students how to evaluate sources using tools like CRAP tests or the SFIP method. These tools help us assess content based on things like how up to date it is, if it is relevant to our topic, who it's coming from, if it's accurate, and why it was possibly written. To make these tools more engaging, I'll show students how to use them with real and questionable sources. We'll work together to identify bias, misinformation, and unsupported claims. Assignments will be broken down into steps like writing an annotated bibliography that explains why each source is reliable or why it's not reliable. In addition, I will integrate lessons on proper citation practices and the ethical use of information, since many students misunderstand or have never been taught how to properly or correctly credit their sources. Beyond research skills, I will foster deeper critical thinking by incorporating Socratic questioning and real-world examples into classroom discussions. Students would be encouraged to analyze, compare, and contrast different point of views, especially through debates, role plays, and reflective journals that help them connect new learning to their own beliefs. It is important that students feel their identities and histories are respected, so I will create a classroom culture of openness and mutual respect, where all voices are welcome. I will also offer flexibility in assignments, allowing students to explore topics they are passionate about, which helps engage them more deeply in the process of critical thinking. Ultimately, I want students to understand that critical thinking is not about rejecting what they believe, but about learning to thoughtfully examine all perspectives, ask meaningful questions, and support their ideas with evidence. This empowers them to become informed, responsible, and reflective learners, and this is not just in school, but also in life, to be more and more successful. Thank you.